Look at that, Italy trying to make a move on. Switzerland coming up into turn 10. Easy to overdrive coming into turn 10.
Italy seems to have used all its power boost already. I don't quite know how they've managed that. They have 4.
Ooh, a big shot. There's green bodywork there as well.
Mexico.
Yes, now we don't know what car that is. There's a lot of green bodywork in conjunction. Is that all just Salvador Duran, or is that going to see it? Well, safety car has been deployed, so already a problem. The field will be brought under the safety car as Salvador Duran, and we're not sure if that was a second car or not involved in an incident around the circuit.
What a disappointment for local hero Salvador Duran. He's out on the first lap of the sprint race. The safety car comes out. Now remember, there's no pit stops in the sprint race. You won't see them diving into the pits unless they have a mechanical problem.
Well, we see, I wonder, has somebody run into the back of somebody? It looks like the nose of part of another car, and that's come into contact with the Mexican entry. We haven't seen any other than there it is. There it is, Ireland, I believe.
Yes, it is the Irish
suspension damage, bodywork damage. Look, left front wheel pointing sharply to the right.
Yeah, it is Ralph Firman's car that is off at the side of the track.
And that's coming up, I believe, up into turn 10. The Pardo racetrack, and that's a lot of damage to that car.
And of course, they're going to be tough to get these cars repaired for the feature race later on, so it's a horrible start to the day for both Mexico and Team Ireland.
But they've also got to get these 2 cars removed to safety before this race can once again get underway, have the safety car return to pit lane. So there's a lot of work. It's a short lap. The cars are going to come around fairly regularly. There's the first of the trucks that will tow away. Certainly Team Mexico's car can get taken away quite safely. That's into turn 5. All that incident occurred with Team Mexico and Team Ireland.
So let's just tell you how that first lap went. France came round in the lead in the end from Switzerland and Italy. South Africa lost a place down to 4th. USA maintained their 5th place. Czech Republic in 6th. Then the Netherlands 7th. Malaysia 8th. They gained a couple of spots. Germany up into 9th place. They also made progress. Brazil 10th. New Zealand 11th. So they gained a couple of places. Japan 12th. Now that's a good start for Japan because they started 17th on the grid. Canada is 13th. Lebanon 14th. Austria 15th. Great Britain didn't get away particularly well. Robbie Kerr currently 16th ahead of Ananda Mikkola for Indonesia 17th. China's running 18th ahead of both Australia and of course Portugal, who went across the grass.
And I suspect that the reason why people are slightly out of position is because of the incident involving Mexico. They started 14th, Ireland started 8th. How 14 and 8 get together on a racetrack is hard to judge, but that's what happens on a street track where you've got a very slippery surface. You've got cars with tires that are low in temperature. As Alvaro Parent for Portugal, we saw him go off track in turns 4 and 5. So that car jacked up, not going to take part any further, we would imagine. Though it is important that he should think about if they can get that car straightened out quickly enough to get back. Here's an incident. This is the restart.
Yeah, this is when they started originally, and it was a fairly clean start up front, wasn't it? Italy had a little look at getting past South Africa, but behind there was a bit of action going on. I know that Ireland certainly were attacking the Netherlands.
Well, Ireland were side by side coming through turn 1 with Jos Verstappen, and we don't know where quite Mexico was in that mix, but this is the inevitability of racing on a street track, a track that's got a relatively low level of grip. There's Mexico, but 4 or 5 cars behind Ireland as they came out of turn 2.
Yeah, that's odd, isn't it? It makes you wonder what happened at the next sequence. Now, this was at the chicane. Oh, France made a mistake at that chicane. Look how sideways they got. And that allowed Neil Yarney to close right up.
And, of course, we also saw the move that comes just after this, where Stephen Simpson, 3rd car for South Africa, tried to do a move down the inside. There on the inside 2 cars, that is Ireland, but Mexico, well, much further back.
Yeah, they were further back, so it's still difficult to see exactly what happened between Mexico and Ireland for them to come together and do quite as much damage as has been done. Bits of bodywork over the track and bent suspension parts. So tricky one that, but France have emerged in front with Switzerland behind as Portugal go to work, as you say, trying to get this car repaired so that they can get him out in this race and at least claim back a couple of spots on the grid for the feature race.
Yes, Duran's car appears to be much less damaged of the 2 cars, much worse. You can see there, Ireland. I just wondered, did one car lose it and just involve another incident, or were these 2 cars, did they get together somehow? Clearly Ireland's going to have the much bigger task to get their car ready for the feature race, and of course they'll want to get these 2 cars back to the garages as quickly as possible, let Mexico work on their car, but primarily Ireland are going to have to do a lot more work with suspension damage, and well, that's just the tail end of it. We don't quite really see what caused all that.
Ireland, certainly, I think Ireland must have made some pretty big contact, because I think it looks like they've gone from one side of the road to the other pretty much.
Certainly very big contact, and the bodywork that was on that